Vince, you're a monster. Proud of you. And didn't feel a thing. Five seconds. I'm probably going to look hideous because I haven't changed my camera settings. We're going to do that live, so that's going to be very exciting and fun for all of you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to turn the game down a bit. Hello, everybody. All right, give me a sec here. Going to fix how beautiful I look or do not look. I don't look that bad. I just gotta change the lighting. How is everybody? Who has downloaded the new patch and has it made a big difference for you? I'm gonna try. So we're gonna see how it goes, but I'm going to crank all the settings to maximum. And we're going to see how far we can go before I crash the game. I might be able to go just fine. We're going to see. We're going to see. But I think it's going to be a fun experiment for all y'all. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, let me catch up on chat. I don't need the glasses today. I actually slept, Bastille. Isn't that crazy? No headache for me today. Okay, let's catch up on chat. So Smoker was first. Look at that, Smoker. Look at you go. Congratulations. I'm doing crazy work, capillaries. Is that a good thing? Am I doing crazy work? Chat, am I doing crazy work? Mahones, hello, hello, hello. Mahones? Mahones, right? Mahones, welcome in. Beaver, good to see you as always. Undot, hello. Vince, hello, hello, hello. Bastille, hello, always good to see you. Ice Mountain, welcome back. Hi Tread, how are you? I think that's we're caught up now. Okay, let me ask you some questions. All right. I'm not hearing anything. Does the sound working? I was tabbed out for like the first 30 seconds. That's why you didn't hear anything, Smoker. I'll fix. No, we're good now. Troy, please don't harm the patients today. Yes, I promise nothing. But if anyone is going to arrest me, it would be you, Beaver. I would accept no one else. Okay, can't wait to watch Troy playing it again, the full length, because he probably has access to the whole game. I do have access to the whole game, but we are still going to be playing the demo, because I think that's only fair to you guys. I'm going to play the same thing that you guys play. So I'm not going to show you anything that, you know, might be unfinished or anything like that. I want to take advantage of the patch today. There's a really cool setting that the second you log in the game, it has a brand new startup screen. So I'm going to show you that right now. Troy's using the demo version. Yes. Yes, it's the demo. I managed to fatal error the game and permanent fail the game yesterday. Tried lowering graphic settings. Can't wait to try re-download the game to try the new hotfix for the demo. Yes, Hellboy. What you can also do too is you can ask the mods or check the pinned messages in the Discord. There is a way to change your configurations for your video settings outside of the game. So you can update the config file and then hop back into the game and the settings are addressed to what you changed them to. You could also delete that file and the game will make a new one when you open it back up again with all the defaults. And you'll see in the stack, the default settings now when you install the game are medium. That's the default, and you can crank them up as you see fit. I'll give someone, I just gave somebody 17 shots of morphine and they died. Yeah, Vince, I can't imagine why they died. Can't imagine. Like I said, you're a monster and I'm proud of you. No wonder why. Capillaries, right? And didn't feel a thing. No damp raisins or human teeth today. Correct. Somebody asked me in chat, I think it was actually the best deal yesterday. Are there any human teeth in ambulance life? And technically the answer is yes, there's lots of human teeth, but there's nobody collecting them in this game. All those freaks are in Brighton City. There's Troy. What's up? Hi, Smoker. I'm doing really good, Vince. How are you? Let's promote Vince to PIC. I'm sure that the mortality rate will decrease. Probably true. What's up, everyone? Fist bumps for all. Fist bump. How many more live streams until the demo is out? So, I mean, that was a pretty good guess, Beaver. I guess the real answer is I don't know, because we don't know how long the demo is going to be live for. It's very unlikely that we'll keep it up for the next 7 weeks because, you know, there's only so much impact the demo can have, especially in its kind of unfinished state. So probably have a couple more weeks is my guess. Most folks are on holiday now. So I will probably still be streaming next week because I love it. I have nothing better to do. I'm home for the holidays. I'm just chilling in California. So it'll give some people who don't have anywhere to go for the holidays next Friday somewhere to go, I guess. Why not? So if the demo's live then, I'll play it then for sure. If it's still available in 2025, I'll probably stream it a couple of times, maybe during the week instead of our normal Friday. I'll find out, of course, exactly when it is going to be the last day, and we'll stream it. We'll try to stream it a couple of times before then, if we're around. We'll see. Now I had a patient that doesn't die, Vince. There you go. I'm so proud of you. They grow up so quick. When I get loose on the streets of San Pelicano, the patients are going to wish they never needed my services. That's me in Brighton City. No cat, Beaver. That is me. Everyone can attest. Everyone can. When I'm on the streets of Brighton City, there's no more crime. They all just hide. And yes, most of Aesir is getting a well-deserved holiday break. That's for damn sure. I'm a little bit different because like they can't stop me. They're on a different continent. They can't stop me from streaming. How many medicines tools will we get at release? There's a lot. I don't know the full number, but there's like, I'm just going based off of like what I remember from inside the game. There's, I think, 8 medications, 6 or 7 distant respiratory tools. There's a lot. There's a lot of tools, and you unlock them over time. Yeah. Moin. Yeah, January will be when most return to the office again. Correct. Yeah. I think technically like January 3rd, because that's like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I don't remember exactly. Troy, where are the glasses? Like I said, I don't need them today. I actually slept. Isn't that crazy? I mean, to be fair, I was up for 23 hours yesterday. It was inevitable that I was going to sleep. It's just whether or not it's restful sleep is always the question. You can still see the circles under my eyes a little bit. Troy, I haven't downloaded it. Why, I don't know. You should, man. If your PC can handle it, you should definitely. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. My back hurts from skin allergy testing. That's brutal, Ice Mountain. But did you get any good answers? Or do you get the answers right away? Or does it take time to get the answers from an allergy test? Or is he going to flip the ambulance? Oh, I'm definitely going to flip ambulances. Yo, Troy, how are you? I'm amazing. You are a crazy driver. I am a nutty driver. That's for damn sure. No cap. No cap found. Hey, Jake, welcome back in. Can you have the emergency lights on without the siren? So, Jetman, not yet. Right now, it's something that we're looking into. I don't know if it'll make it for the release, but it does exist in Police Simulator, so it makes sense. A lot of people have requested also to have like a horn that you can honk manually. It's something that we're considering. I don't know what can change between now and release, because really the priority is getting the game out, right? So the game has been feature complete for a while, so no major changes are going to be made. There are some things that are pretty easy to change, like a universal feedback that almost everybody has had. Not almost everybody, but a lot of people have had, is your NPC partner is very loud and talks very often. So she gets very annoyed very quickly. Like you're on the way to the site following the GPS and she's like, what, are you lost? It's like, no, Angela, I'm not lost. I'm following the line. So like that's something that's a lot easier to fix because that's like changing a counter in the code. But changing the way certain buttons work or certain features work is a lot more invasive into the coding, so that could take a lot more effort. So some things might change by the time the game comes out, but a lot of things won't, and then it's something that we can address after the release happens, if that makes sense. But it is on our wish list. I need to go US and visit Troy. Beaver, I'm gonna be at PAX East. I don't know if Aesir is gonna be there yet. We have a lot of games to show, but it's expensive to travel to a different continent for a convention. I personally go to PAX East every single year, though. It's like the indie convention, and it's right in Boston, which is, you know, my hometown. So if you are at PAX, Beaver, you let me know, and we will hang out for sure. Hi, Assassin. Welcome back in. Of course, it's always good to see me. I'm the #1 fun police. Just don't tell the rest of the others. Shh, we will keep it in the down low. Okay, I won't tell anybody, and this is definitely not recorded in 4K. Hi, Cassiopeia. Welcome back. How are you? Demo time. Yes. Jake, were you here for the demo yesterday? It's gonna be fun today. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Will the demo version progress be carried over to the full version? No, probably not. So we've been kind of saying for the last couple of days or so that it's kind of 2 different products. So this is further behind than the actual game is, and so if you had your save file that carried over, it would probably not transfer correct. There would be issues with it, and we don't want people to have issues on the first day of release. So unfortunately, it means people have to re-download the game if they already have it on PC. But at least now you know that you have enough room for the game, right? Because it's about that big. So yeah. Plus, like the things that you start off at like level 4 automatically in the demo, level 4 of District 1, you'll start at 0-0 for everything. So it's better if you earn it all yourself, because then you can kind of progress up to where you were. Right now, we kind of just gave you a bunch of stuff to like give you a head start. So it's better if you earn that all from the beginning yourself. Now 6 weeks before it comes. Yeah, it's like 6.5 weeks. It's actually crazy. Like we've been waiting for so long to have a date, and now that the date is here, we're like, oh god, are we ready? are we gonna be ready in time? This is crazy. So guys, I'm a true gamer. I'm allergic to grass. That's awesome. Oh my God, you need that on a t-shirt, Ice Mountain. I want to put that on a t-shirt. That's awesome. That's so funny. Is it all grass or just specific kinds of grass? I would really like to try the game, but I only play on PS5. It's understandable, Tredax. It's something that we wanted to do, but we just didn't really have the time to do it because this was very unplanned. We did this, just kind of threw it out there and we're like, hey, we want to give you guys the chance to play the game before the holidays. Here you go. Which is why it has some of the issues that it does, because it just wasn't really, it was kind of an afterthought. It was just something we wanted to do to treat you guys a little bit. Will there be callouts about someone having issues at their own home? So none of the callouts are inside of buildings. So if that is the case, they'll be outside their home. Like maybe they had a panic attack and they were on the front steps or something like that. But it's not going to be inside any buildings. Interiors for games like this are very, very difficult to build in, because you have to account for, you're doubling the amount of environment that the game has to render, because theoretically you could walk into any building at any time, right? And you can't just make one house available to walk into. It has to be like a generative system, so there have to be multiple, or essentially every building has to be able to walk into for the callouts to actually work properly. It's a very convoluted and detailed process. So the only interiors that you really do experience are during some of the catastrophic events, which we'll be able to talk to a little bit later once we're ready to announce them. Are you in your own room? I am in my own room. Yes. I have a green screen on, though. There you go. Green screen. What languages will the game be in? So the game is, I have to look it up for the full list. Give me 1 second. I can do that for you. That's a really good question. So the game itself is going to be in English for all spoken dialogue, and the default language for all UI and localization. However, it is also available in, it'll take me a second to pull it up here. Please hold. I don't have it like bookmarked, so I'm going to what I've said on Twitter. So let me just go to my replies real quick, because I have it. I said it actually relatively recently. I think it was here. No, it wasn't this one. Is it this one? Nope, not that one. Please hold. Please hold. Is it optimization help? I'm in the Steam forums right now, so this is where I said it. I think it's like 11 languages. Not that one. No, not that person. Dang, where are you? Where are you? Oh, here we go. It was this one. Okay. So all spoken languages will be in English, while all text and subtitles are supported in the following languages. So we have simplified Chinese and traditional Chinese, English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Brazilian Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish. So those are all the written languages that you'll be able to change your localization into. Sorry, it took me a second. You did not sleep yesterday. Why? Oh, long story. We had a demo that came out yesterday, Smoker. I don't know if you heard. Very busy. I was very, very busy. It was a good day, though, yesterday. We got a lot done. I'm really excited. It would be great to yell at cars like that. Yes, I agree. Ice is allergic to a few molds, dust mites, grass, strawberries, and maple trees. Maple trees? Does that mean you can't eat maple syrup? Or is it just the trees? Flip, I'm downloading it now. Attaboy, Beaver, let's go. If the game comes out, it's then onto PS5 and Xbox, right? Yes. So the game is coming out on Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. Pull the game up now. We're almost caught up on chat. Will you guys be able to add some sort of loading distance setting? It might help people with lower end PCs. Ginger, yes. What you can do also, Gingervitis, I love your name is probably Ginger. That's an awesome name. Or you have red hair, one of the two. So one thing that you can do to help your settings is if you lower the amount of traffic, both for vehicle and pedestrian, that helps significantly with performance issues. So people with lower end PCs, you're rendering less vehicles and there's less AI for the game to actually code for you. And so that helps significantly too. It makes sense. Would also be nice to be able to toggle between different siren tones as well. I agree too, Jetman. It's something, again, that's kind of in the same realm. You're able to change your sirens because when you pre-order, you get 6 additional sirens. And then if you order either the supporters pack or the deluxe edition, then you get 15 additional sirens as well. So we know for a fact that you will be able to switch sirens out. The capacity of how you'll be able to control them is still to be determined. Probably nothing is going to change for release, but and you're live. Yeah, I am live. That's correct. Saves will not carry over. That's true. Yes, the game should also be released on consoles on 6th February. Yes, it's gonna be a simultaneous release on the same day. It is 6 weeks. It's like crazy. The demo is indeed PC only. Really, it's only because like it didn't pass certification for Xbox and PlayStation in time. It's a very different process than it is for PC. And because this was kind of impromptu and sort of on the fly, there just wasn't enough time for Sony and Microsoft to go, yup, it's good. It had to follow a whole bunch of checklists that we just didn't put it through. Not much time for us to finish it then. That's true. Approximately how many types of emergency calls would there be in the game? So there are technically 15 call outs, but those call outs are incredibly detailed, like remarkably detailed, because I use this example. This is my favorite example to use to describe how detailed the call out system is. Your call out is going to be a homeless person was injured. Okay, that's one of your 15 call outs. A homeless person has been injured. You're going to the scene, you don't know what to expect. And the reason why you can't deny a call out as a paramedic in this game is because, let's say, for example, you decide, oh, I don't want to deal with a homeless person. The problem is you don't know what that situation is going to be until you get there. So there's no reason to deny the call out because you don't know what to expect. In Police Simulator, it makes sense because if you're being called to a crime scene, you know what to do. You're going to have to follow the same procedure every single time. It's one of 3 results, but the same process happens. When it's a homeless person that's been injured, it could be any number of problems that are randomly being generated based on the game's algorithm. So you've got, it could be they were stabbed. It could be bad weather exposure because it's cold or hot outside. It could be they were involved in a car accident. They could be part of a drug overdose. Maybe they were mugged. It could be any number of things. And then within that, you have, well, you're treating this person, but maybe they have a comorbidity. So it could be that they're obese, or maybe they have a chronic illness that you have to ask about. Maybe they take a medication that you don't know about that could interact with some of your treatment plans. So it's always going to feel different every single time, and it's not infinite, but it feels infinite. It feels like no 2 callouts will ever be the same. Even if you get the same call out 3 times in a row, they're going to be vastly different most of the time. And the longer you go into the game, the more you progress, the more stuff you unlock, more confusing situations can happen. It could be like now there's diabetes to worry about where there wasn't before. Now there's, seizures where there wasn't before, because they're all things that you've unlocked. It's pretty wild. The call out system was like, it's like the crux of the game, and I really think the devs nailed it. It's really sick. Would it be possible to change the clothes and or the ambulance will look like the ones from other countries? If not direct, perhaps an add-on or mod. So mods aren't supported day one. It's something that we have to activate that we just haven't done, but it's something that we would love to do because it works really well in Police Simulator, and I think people can have a lot of fun with it, especially on Steam. But there is going to be the ability to change at least some parts of it. For example, if you look at the deluxe edition or the supporters edition, there is a fire emergency pack where it's like an ambulance team that is part of a fire department. You have like fire department clothing, and then you have like the red and gold, very traditional fire department looking skin for the vehicles. So yes, there is going to be at least be some of it. We don't know the extent of what that's going to look like down the road. We don't know if it's going to be as detailed as, say, Police Simulator, because different publishers, different plans. So we'll see. Does this also include Nintendo Switch? It does not. The Nintendo Switch definitely could not handle this on Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine 4 is okay, depending on what you're doing. Like, we have Police Simulator on there, and it works okay. There's still some things that are missing from it to make sure that it was optimized, but this game definitely could not run on the first Switch. We have no idea about the second Switch, but probably unlikely as well. This is a pretty demanding game. PS5 and the Xbox Series are very powerful systems comparatively. Is there a different loading screen to start up the game for PC and consoles, or is it the same? No, it should be the same. There might be like different like logos on the bottom, like, like Sony's PlayStation logo or Xbox's X logo, just because like that's what you're playing on. But besides that, no, the splash screens are going to be the same. I'm so in shock. Yes, I did see that, Meanser. I saw the news right before I went live and I didn't have a chance to even address it. It was 2 cars, wasn't it? Yeah, my thanks goes out to all the paramedics is damn true. Would love to see callouts when a person can reuse or refuse from transporting so we can leave them. That's true, Capillaries. That's something that even our medical advisors kind of wanted as well. I don't know if it's something that we're going to add because it kind of feels bad, right? As a player, if you think about it from like a gaming perspective, everything that we do, it honors the player experience. Like everything we do is to try and make the game more engaging for people, which is why we pull back on some of the realism. But I think about it like this, right? So let's say it takes you maybe 10 minutes because of traffic to get from one end to the other to get to a call, and you get there and they're like, nope, I refuse service. No, thank you. Well, that's a huge waste of time. When it's like a 15-minute shift, that could be your entire shift, and now you've done nothing and you just wasted a shift. It doesn't feel good. So if we did it, we would have to find a way to balance it to still make it engaging for people. So I don't know how we would do that, but I'm not a game designer, so that wouldn't be up to me. But we've talked about it a lot, and that's kind of one of the things that came up was like it wouldn't feel good as a player to do. It kind of doesn't respect the player's time, if that makes sense. So it's something that absolutely happens in real life, and even our medical advisors are like, that would be really cool to have in there. But I think it doesn't translate well to a game unless we did it in a different manner, a different way. Okay, ice is back from the internet died, and I got tested for my region. Only maple trees. All right, good. Maple syrup is delicious, so that would be crazy. Any news on modding? I did mention that. Will we be able to help injured pedestrians while we don't have any calls similar to how we help broken down vehicles and police them? Probably not. We're really only called to the scene for specific things. I don't know how, I mean, I guess realistic is the wrong term, but I don't know how interesting it would be to have that. It's a cool idea, but we'll have to leave that up to the devs. I certainly don't make any decisions in the game, by the way, so sometimes I'm just talking out of my butt. We did consider it. We sure give her a chuckle or two, but how much fun is it really to drive all the way and leave empty-handed? Right, yeah. What country will the game takes place in? It takes place in fictional San Francisco, California, USA. Yeah. There's 15 archetypes of callouts in total, plus catastrophic events, correct. Will there be a system where you can call medical transport if you don't want to take them to the hospital yourself? That's a cool idea, Tread. I don't think there's no plans to do that right now. But it's an interesting idea because you can kind of do that in Police Simulator. You still have to do the thing, but once you arrest somebody, you can call someone else to pick it up while you rush off to another scene. I don't think that's going to be the case here. Realistically, once you take your patients, if there's multiple patients at a scene and you pick one, that is going to be an instance where you're assuming that somebody else is being called for the other 2 or 3 or even sometimes 5 or 6 patients. You're not just leaving them to die, which is how a lot of people feel when they see that that's happening at the scene in the game. But that's not happening. It's just that you're picking one that you think is probably needs the most help first, and you're helping that person right away while somebody else comes and gets the others. That's the idea behind it. It's not necessarily going to be shown, but it's like you don't watch people go to the bathroom in movies. It's just assumed. And also, nobody ever says goodbye on a telephone, which is like the most insane thing when you really think about it. They just hang up the phone. They never say, all right, goodbye, I'll see you later. They just go, that's just like, you don't think about it because it's a movie and you got to go. But like, if you're really trying to depict real people, like people say goodbye. It's just weird. Is the deluxe version you mentioned available for Steam too? Yes. That it's the same edition. It's just a different name. I don't know why it's a different name. But it is the same. They are the same. You'll get the PDF, you get the sirens, you get the like the extra content. All that stuff is included in both. I'm playing the demo from oh my god, wait, from you're playing it for 9 straight hours? Is that what you said? Definitely getting the fire department skin. Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick in game too. Once we can show it on screen, I'll show you guys. Will there be more car liveries like we have in PSPO? Haven't discovered yet. We haven't discussed it yet. It's probably a good indicator, Tread. It looks like Ice's blood, and they're going to be testing it against strawberries. That would be a shame. I'm going to be honest. Who are the dispatchers? They are people that you don't know. It's the same as PSPO. They're not necessarily people in the game. You can assume that it's like other paramedics, just like it is in Police Simulator, where some of the police are also dispatchers. Consent to transfer was actually the first evidence implemented. It was always set to true. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's a good way of putting it. Consent to transfer. Is that the official term? The supported edition is pretty much the same as the deluxe edition, from my understanding. Yes, it is the same. Maybe make it so that those type of calls people reject treatment only happen when a longer shift length is selected, like 45 minutes or something. Maybe, or like maybe if we eventually get to the point where we have 8-hour shifts, like in PSPO, maybe something like that as well. PC pre-orders are available here. Yes. Is there a price for Ultimate Edition? It is $10 more than the standard edition. So for example, it is $30 for the standard edition on PC. It'll be $39.99 on Steam. So it's a $10 difference. And I will say, if you guys are even remotely considering it, like maybe you only want the cosmetic DLC, it's very likely that buying each of the stuff separately is going to be more expensive than buying the full package for $10. Like if you think about the amount of content you're probably going to be getting in the Bayside pack, it's probably going to be more than $10 worth. So it's probably going to end up being worth it. That's my guess. I don't know the full prices of everything yet, so I'm not like trying to get you to buy it. I'm just saying that that happens in games. Like I play Valorant all the time, and if you want to buy just one melee weapon in Valorant, it's almost as expensive as buying the entire bundle that includes 5 skins as well. Like it's just how it is in games. So I'm just making it an educated guess based on my experience that that's very likely going to be the case. So if it's something that you're remotely interested in, you should probably strongly consider it. When the game releases, have they thought about adding more calls to be added as DLC down the road? I don't see why not, but it's also like you're adding to an already very confusing system. So I would say yes, it makes sense to do that, but I don't know how detailed that really is. Okay, I think we can finally get into it. We finally caught up to chat. I love answering your questions. I could do an entire stream of just answering questions. I love it. I love talking to you guys. You can't buy it separately, Smoker. Do you mean like the deluxe edition? It is on PS5. The deluxe edition is on PS5, and it is digital only. It's not a physical disc. If we make a mistake, it will take us too long to drive. Could the patient die? Yes, Tread. They could. Perhaps it would be nice if you have to leave with call with more patient that your mate call for more ambulance to have the feel of they get help. Yeah, we could. I mean, I could say yes to anything Cassiopeia, but it's not my decision. I don't make the game. It's definitely something. Keep that in mind, because when the game comes out, we're going to be collecting feedback on what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, and seeing what can be iterated in the game. Because the more successful the game is, the bigger budget we get to continue working on the game. So if it's super successful and everybody loves it, then we can go like, hell yeah, let's take all this money that we've earned and let's pump it back into the game and do all this stuff. So yeah. Hi, welcome back in, Simon. Okay, so when you download the patch for the demo, this is what you get now when you open the screen. So it's an important check system requirements. It just gives you an indicator like, hey, before you begin, make sure that you actually meet the minimum specs on Steam, because it might not run if it doesn't. Your graphic settings are automatically default setted to medium. And when they defaulted to ultra, it might mean that your system is really chunky beer. But you can fine-tune performance in the settings menu, adjust features like shadows or effects if needed. Optimization tips: some shaders may take time to fully render during your first play session after installation. This will subside after a few minutes. The game is still in development. Your feedback is valuable and helps us make Ambulance Life even better. Thank you for trying our demo. Sick. I'm going to do a brand new save. I'm going to do Natalia. We're going to do classic, and we're going to have nudity off. How did you get into Aesir Interactive? I mean, it's German. I guess you're not German. True. So what's the reason why you decided to join Aesir? I'm glad that you joined them. The streams are always great. I appreciate that, Meanser. Love you, brother. So I've been working in games for a long time.
To Sam Pelicano.
I love Jackie's VO here. For those who don't know, the person who's doing the voiceover right now is our QA director.
Let's get started.
She did an awesome job on this.
Downtown. It's busy and chaotic, but this is where we excel.
This is where we excel. You're right. So, I've been in games for about, I don't know, a little over 10 years now. I worked at GameStop for many years. I worked at a video game arcade. I've worked in marketing agencies, video game studios. I was a full-time streamer for 4 years, which might feel like why this is really natural for me. Being the center of attention, I've always been the class clown. So look at me making money off of it. But essentially, I was actually reached out because of the experience that I had with some of similar games And I had a lot of the expertise that Acer was looking for, so they reached out to me.
Here's our new paramedic.
I feel blessed,
Nice to meet
honestly.
you. I'll be over
I've never had
soon.
more fun at a job. I love Acer so much.
Hop in the ambulance, and we'll wait for our first assignment from dispatch.
You got it, Angela.
If you ever get lost, check your map. It always shows you where the ambulance is located.
Correct. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. All right, let's crank the settings, chat. We're gonna go nutty with it. Okay, so we're gonna do VSync is gonna stay off. We're gonna go ultra. I don't need colorblind mode on. We're gonna leave ray tracing on. Anti-aliasing. Oh, that got fixed. I love that. Love that. Unlimited. I'm gonna do. Can I limit? I'm gonna do unlimited. I'm not. There's no way I'm gonna hit 360, but everything is ultra. Everything is motion blur. Actually, I'm gonna turn motion blur down. That's not like a visual setting. That could make me nauseous. So I'm gonna actually turn that down. I did not even try set ultra. Ultra is insane. Yeah, and I'm streaming it. This might not work and it might literally crash the game. Just fair warning. If it happens, it's not an indication of the game. Don't freak out. It's because I'm going nutty mode on this. Okay, and then game, we're going to turn all of... Where are they? Towards the bottom. Ooh, ignore pedestrian collision. I can't get in trouble for slamming into pedestrians, guys. High. Is there ultra? Ultra! Let's go ultra density. Yeah, buddy! Okay. And then we're going to do... somebody asked, by the way, there was somebody in Discord. I forget who their names. Forgive me. Their siren was not turning off when they exited the ambulance. And we thought that it might have been a bug, so I had them report it anyway. I didn't know that it was actually an individual setting in the game. So their setting might be turned off. So just keep that in mind. If you guys have like if it's turning it off and it's like too loud and it's really frustrating, that's an option that you can actually turn off. Fast patient deterioration, make it even harder. Yeah, done. Disable. Oh, you can disable the mini games. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know that. Look at that. And here's this is, by the way, this is the streamer mode. This is the nudity. It's really only the bra that you worry about. They always still wear downstairs underwear. So it's really only the bra. So if you want to change that setting after you selected it and you're already like deep into your progression, this is where that setting is. Allow loading from last checkpoint. If you want to make it harder for yourself, you can. Extend triage time. I'm going to turn that off. We're not doing any triage time. That's a timer that's specifically during catastrophic events, but I'm just going to have that there. Yeah. Okay. Apply. Damn, this is so pretty. Even just my hair. That's crazy, chat. I don't know if it looks as good for you because it's going through like a 1080p stream, but I'm on 1440p. I'm basically one step away from 4K. I want to turn on my shadow play and I want to see what my actual frame rate is. Where can you see it? No, I don't think you can. It is at 39 FPS. Frankly, I'm fine with that. I'm at like a steady 40 right now. I'm gonna leave it.
Dispatch calling ambulance 152. You are needed.
Look at the density in the traffic. Oh, Chad, I made a messed up. I might have made a mistake. I'm never gonna get out of here, am I?
152, Roger. Heading out. Okay, we have received our first call out.
Chad, this is like a living, breathing city. Look at how many people are just casually walking on the sidewalk.
You can check out the full version of the map if you want to see our complete route.
All right, let's start. Hey!
Drive swiftly and
Hey!
on your map. Use the siren as
I'm gonna zoom through the tutorial. I'm not gonna really talk too much about what I'm seeing. Look at the grass. Grass looks so good. The trees look so good. The water looks great. The shadows are incredible. Oh, this patch was awesome. Keep in mind, folks, too, I'm running like in a very, very big system. I have like 100 gigs of RAM. I have a 4080 Super. I have the highest level i9, I think. No, I think Undot has a slightly better i9 than me.
we've arrived. Let's assess the situation.
Okay, there we go. Look at the reflections. This is actually crazy. This looks so good, chat.
This is our patient. They appear to be conscious. Before we begin treatment, we should ask the patient.
I love, by the way, they appear to be conscious. They're looking at me while Angela's just talking to me. Like, we're just letting her sit there and do nothing.
Try to retrieve as much information as possible. The more we know, the better we can help.
True. True. For the record, guys, my GPU is at 98% usage. If I'm looking at her right now on dot, I'm getting like 60 FPS. But when Angela was talking to me right before I zoomed in on the patient, it was like 30. Keep in mind, I'm streaming, and you have a slightly better CPU than me, so you should be able to get almost 60 doing this. Although, actually, wait, you're on ultra wide. Maybe not. But if you can get a steady 30, I mean, you're good. That's what consoles are going to run at.
I suddenly heard this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
Yeah, same answer. Okay.
To further inspect the patient. You might find some more evidence while inspecting different bodies.
So good looking. Okay, I am going to scan the phone. I don't think it's going to matter here, but sometimes scanning the environment can help. For games like this, realistically, yeah, because it's going to be neuropsychiatric, always is. A game like this really doesn't need more than 30 FPS. You're not doing like fast action. It feels good when you're driving around to have higher FPS, but it's not a game that's like a shooter where you need really fast reactions. Seems restless, seems stressed, feels nauseous, looks confused. That's just me. 24 hours a day. That's just me.
Pieces of evidence you have discovered during anamnesis and inspection.
Fantastic.
Good. Let's put the patient on the stretcher and continue treatment inside the ambulance.
Indeed, let's do it. I love that Angel snaps to me when I hit that button. We need to know the tutorial before we jump into emergencies on our own. Correct. It helps. For sure, it helps.
First, we need to assess the patient's vitals in more detail. This can only be done inside the ambulance.
The floor is so shiny, chat. That's crazy. It's like it just rained. That's very Unreal, though, where everything kind of looks wet. That's a very common thing that they do. Also, Troy had too much Red Bull. I don't even drink caffeine. Can you believe that?
For now, there are 3 key vitals.
Yeah, the guidance was definitely needed. It's a very confusing situation to run into. Because even if you are a medic, you don't know how like the mechanics work. So it can be very confusing. This tutorial was very well done.
Oximeter's clip on the patient's finger. Diagnostic tools will then provide you with live readouts of the patient's vitals.
Okay, let's see. Wahoo! So somebody asked, was it Cassiopeia or is it somebody else? How many actual, how many tools are in the game? This is only a fraction of them. This is only the stuff we've unlocked. So it's 4 medications, 2 respiratory related. I mean, I guess realistically like 4. Like one's like 2 are heart related and 2 are respiratory related. 2 and 3. So it's a decent handful. And this is only like halfway through District 1 that we've got these things. They're gate kept in the demo, but this is what you would normally unlock by this time. Just in terms of vitals, you also have like a glucose meter. Let's do the oximeter. I'm sorry, a glucometer.
Next up, try attaching the blood pressure cuffs to the patient's upper arm. It will provide you with information about the patient's blood pressure.
Now, normally I wouldn't use that arm if there was something wrong with it, like it had to be bandaged or something like that, but there isn't, so I'm going to use the same arm. Can energy drinks impact our treatment? Do we need to ask them if they had it? The questions are there to you to ask. You can't really like choose a question that's not among the list that's already chosen for you. But it's kind of in the same indicator as like, have you had any medications before? I don't think we got that in depth because that's a lot of voiceover work. Voiceover work can be very expensive. You essentially have like 4 hours or 8 hours with a voice actor to say all the lines on a sheet. And then they all have to be activated in-game at specific parts. So the more voiceovers you do, the more confusing it can get and the bigger the game gets. So we couldn't put every possible scenario as a question or an answer inside the game. All right, we're going to double check. Neuropsychiatric is still the case, and it is still extreme stress. There's nothing else we can do, so we are going to go ahead and transport to the nearest hospital. Vroom. I love this song, by the way. The song that plays is dope.
All vitals
Muscoozy.
seem to be in their normal range, but this patient is clearly unwell.
Oh, the tunnel looks so good too.
Just to be safe.
Move! Thank you.
I will monitor the patient during transport while you drive us to the closest hospital. The patient seems to be stable, so no need to rush.
Oh, really, Beaver? If you're in the Discord, you should definitely report that. We had an issue that was reported where the wrong pronouns were used, like they were referring to a patient as a male, but it was actually a female. And I think it was just like a coding issue. So that might be related to it. Maybe that will help them identify what's going on. Look at the lane. Thread in the needle, chat. Wasn't even close, frankly. Wasn't even close, if I'm honest. You know I would never lie to you. Whoa. Oh, stay right there. Don't move. Oh. Not even close. So there is not first person. It is something that's frequently asked for. Part of the reason is because there's some things that you can do while you're driving that are unusual. So for example, I'm going to force my way through here.
Drive more carefully. Think of our patient.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I know I'm fat, but excuse me. So this is a shortcut. This would be really hard to actually see and do if it was first person. And frankly, it's a lot of fun to do. I'm going to break the fire hydrant because it's really funny.
Think of our patient.
I love that. It's such a cool feature. I love it. But in first person, it would be really hard to be able to take advantage of stuff like that. I do think that maybe having the option would be really, really, really nice. But I don't know where on the wish list that is at the moment.
We've arrived. Let's unload the
Are there any bloopers? There's lots of bugs that we're going to share, Smoker. There's some Undot can tell you there's some crazy ass bugs that we recorded throughout the development. I say we, the developers did. I didn't record any of them. There's really nutty stuff.
If you need a reminder,
Loads of bloopers. We do. We have a whole channel
All
filled with
relevant
just bugs and
information
gifs
can be
and
found
yeah. We're going to share lots of that stuff once the game is out and successful. We don't want to do it early because we don't want people to think that like that's what the game looks like right now, but it's funny.
Shift's over, remember?
Yes, I do remember, Angela. Again, for those who are getting the deluxe edition or the supporters edition, this is the manual PDF that you're going to get of the game, but it's going to be even more detailed, where it's going to have like anecdotes from some of our medical advisors. It has funny stories during research and development of the game, funny facts or interesting facts about specific drugs, all that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, we're done. Sorry. I forgot. I'm just driving away. She's like, I want to go home. And I'm like, nah, we're going to get tacos, Angela. Let's go. For those who haven't seen it before, this is the progression system on the left here. So when you start off at level 1, you have bandage, a broken limb possibility, a car crash call out, cardiac arrest, hyperventilation. These are all the things that you have access to at level 1, essentially. So it's like the base level. And then as soon as you get enough experience to get level 2, now you add arterial bleeding, morphine, saline solution, second-degree burns, smoke inhalation, tourniquet, a utility worker call out, and a ventilator. And then at level 3, you get these. At level 4, you get these. We just technically unlocked 4. And you can see level 4 is the first point you can play the freeway catastrophe, which is what's teased at the end of the demo. That's some wild driving. Do you ever hit people to get customers? We love bloopers. It's true, Elder. That just happened in America like 2 weeks ago. When will we get the packs? They hit, I believe it's April 22nd. So you buy them now, but then as soon as they're done and finished, they get released on April 22nd. Okay, we're not going to quit. We're going to go to the Waterfront. The shift offers you the regular EMT experience, responding to multiple emergencies and treating patients with various conditions. Key attributes: patients may die if not or incorrectly treated. hitting pedestrians or crashing the ambulance causes game over, which is adjustable in the settings, which we did see. We're leaving them on, and we're still going to smash into some people, so I can show you exactly what that's like. The performance is amazing on Ultra with Ultra Traffic and Ultra Pedestrians. Really, Beaver, you're doing really well on it? That's sick. Well, hey, as soon as you make a video, let us know so we can promote it, yeah?
Get ready for a new call out.
Look at the hips. Look at the hips. Natalia knows what's up. All right, so we're going to do... If you're going to be a paramedic in style, damn it. I didn't kill my first patient, so it's a success. Proud of you.
A residential building is burning and has been reported. At least one person was in the building, possibly more. Prepare yourself to burn full of
Stay. Thank you.
Sending you the location now. Hurry up.
There's so much more traffic. This is awesome. This is very San Francisco. Very LA too. Where like you can never even hit the speed limit because there's just too many cars. Drift. Yeah! That's so satisfying. That's never going to get old. I use that constantly when I'm recording content for you guys on social media. I am constantly drifting around this map. It's so satisfying.
Just a small bump.
And frankly, anything to upset Angela a little bit more. She's already upset, so I might as well give her more ammunition, right, chat?
Are you lost? Check the map.
Ah, made it. Nailed it. That's the highway up there, by the way, chat. We're not going to explore it today because the other districts are locked off, but really cool to see. Oh, this is actually one of my favorite layouts. I like this one a lot. It looks like we don't have as many patients as we sometimes have. I think the most that I've had here is 7. 7 potential patients during this smoke call out. Let's see. We've got 1, 2. Is it going to be 3? Wow, it's only 2, chat. Okay. That's not bad. All right, so we're going to talk to the witness first. They probably won't have anything much to say. Oops, I asked her to move instead of actually doing anamnesis. My bad. My bad. How many cars would there be in the game altogether? Do you mean like ambulances? How many ambulances are in the game? So there's going to be 3. You start off with the American style ambulance, like the Ford GMC looking style one. And then there are 2 others, which is the Sprinter that you saw in the original videos in the original trailer in the very, very beginning a year ago. And one more. I'm not going to spoil it. You'll have to figure it out yourself. We'll probably show them off before the game comes out, as I imagine. Do you know this person?
Yes, this is my neighbor.
Fantastic. Did you see what happened here?
I saw the fire and called 911. I'm so glad everyone made it out.
Me too. There's only 2 people, so. Did anything happen to them after your call?
Huh. They look worse now. And at the beginning, they were all up and about.
Yeah, I mean, smoke inhalation will definitely knock you out for sure. I'm going to inspect first, and then I'm going to talk to her. I like that you have free movement while you're investigating because it makes it easier. Instead of just having to look up and down, you can like, you know, kind of like, you know, like stray sniping.
I'm injured. My right lower leg.
Yeah, and your right arm, girl. How could we be of assistance?
My skin feels like it's still burning.
Where can you donate? You mean like donate to Aesir? We don't want you to donate. We'd love it if you bought the game though. You don't have to donate to us. If you really want to support some of the stuff that we do though, you can pre-order the game. You can also support our Kickstarter campaign that's happening for Windstorm, the Legend of Kimori. That's going to be a really important campaign for us. We really want that to go well because that means we can turn that game into exactly what we want. You bought it on pre-order? Oh, thank you so much, Vince. It's going to run really great on PS5. You're going to love it. The DualSense controller gives you a couple of extra features that aren't available on PC, which is nice. The DualSense is a sick controller. I love it. The vibration alone is crazy. Will the PS5 game be included in PS Plus? That's a good question. It took like 4 years for that to happen on PSPO. So I definitely wouldn't expect that right away. But it's something we would love to talk to Sony about for sure. That would be such a cool opportunity. Can you respond to a smoker call out and revive them? I mean, theoretically, you can revive some patients for sure. Most of the time, it's not really like if you do CPR, you're like on the way to the hospital. Your partner's doing the CPR while you're rushing to the hospital. So it's not like you're going to save them and then treat them in the moment. It's a little unrealistic. Can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure how the fire started, but when I saw the flames, I checked.
I love
to
you
see if
too,
anyone else
Vince,
was in the
as a
building.
gamer. Do you know that running into a burning house is life-threatening? I love how we're scolding her.
Of course, but I know I can't let the others die.
Do you suffer from any current or chronic health issues?
I haven't had any chronic illnesses.
Lucky you. Did you recently or regularly take any prescription medication?
Oh, I didn't take any meds.
Okay, so nothing happening. Intervention, I'm going to try and calm her down. This almost always works. It's very rare that it works. I think it's usually when somebody's like mid panic or already unconscious that it doesn't work, because they're like, they're out, they're zoned out, they're not paying attention at all.
I'm starting to feel better.
And it sounds kind of silly, but like that's a pretty important thing to do. If somebody's panicking, they're in a really bad situation, they're missing a limb, like that could mean a lot to somebody in the right moment, you know? Okay, so let's actually give her an interim diagnosis. Definitely is a hemorrhagic emergency. She's got 2 major cuts and she's got venous bleeding. So that covers everything but the inflamed skins. We know that the inflamed skin is very likely from like burns or welts from being inside the building that had flames. But we can't, that doesn't ignore the fact that she has a venous bleeding emergency happening. We're going to quickly talk to this person over here. That's like one of the crazy things about metahumans on this level of Unreal 5 is like, look at her. She's like practically dry heaving. Like she's got something going on.
To the core of my body.
Let's see. We're going to go through quickly.
My chest feels tight.
Okay.
I think I lit up some candles for aromatherapy.
Yep, that happens.
Then this happened. Heavily scented candles.
Yep, that happens.
No, I don't have faith in modern medicine.
Calm her down. And she's good. Okay. No amputated limbs on live patients. Scoped out. I know. So sad. Maybe later. Maybe later, chat. That's crazy stuff. I want a bone saw. Okay, so did I triage her? Did I give her a black tag by accident? I don't remember. I hit whatever X is. What's X? Let's see. I give her a red tag. Oh no, she's a red tag. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna red tag you too, and now we are going to kidnap you with consent. Only the 2, huh? That is rare. But like I said, every time you play the demo, even just the demo with only 3 callouts, it feels different almost every single time. There's crazy stuff that can happen. It's wildly different. I've done this callout a million times by this point. I think I'm going to take the one who has a hemorrhagic emergency. I know the other girl looks like she's kind of in a lot of distress as well, but this one has like an immediate concern with bleeding. So we're going to go ahead and do that. What will you do if you take drugs? You have to take that into account. So like if you're going to give them, normally you would give them morphine for, you know, because they're in a lot of pain from being burned. Are you from Netherlands? Hello. Mindscape, who is our publisher for the Windstorm series, is also from the Netherlands. We love y'all over there. I say up there, but I'm not in Germany. It would be up there, but I've never drooled over waiting in traffic for so long. This is next level. PSPO2 next. Wouldn't that be something? We're focused on this game though. We want to make sure this game actually comes out and looks nice. I want to address the other person, which was Jade Sanchez. No, I took Jane Sanchez. Okay, so I forgot to give the diagnosis to the other person. It would just be smoke inhalation though, I can already tell. Will there be a scenario where the patient is uncooperative and you are forced to call the police? I don't think so, Tread, but that is something that does happen. And it's something that was considered, and our medical advisors brought it up as well. It's something that they would like to see because they've dealt with it. They've had to do that. They've had to sedate them, or they've had to, you know, hold them down or call the police or something just so they could treat other people. Damn, Undot, you got to tell the team how good this looks now. This is wild. This is so stunning looking. I know a lot of people are having problems, but like I'm so happy that my system can play this at this level. Like this is crazy. It is sad but true. Simon knows.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Okay, there we go. All done. What's my score? I just want to point out, by the way, I didn't treat her. I just brought her straight to the hospital and I got an S. I wanted to see if I would get what the score would be if I did that. Did you call an ambulance while you're streaming? Nope. I am the ambulance. Look at that turn. Look at that turn, chat. Love it. Love it. Okay. We're going to hang out in traffic until we get our call. There it is. There, all the way down here. Oh, I don't think I've had anything down this low before. Nah, make a turn. Out of my way, please. Beep, beep. Beep.
One person is in need of immediate medical assistance.
Oh, whipping around fishtailing like that. It's so good. It feels so satisfying. I wish that I had that in PSPO.
Small bump. Should be fine.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. Do not cross. Me first. I'm specialer. I'm the most specialist. Beep beep. Beep beep.
Careful.
Beep beep. I pushed them into traffic. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. One thing to keep in mind, so when these emergency lanes open up for the ambulances,
No one will know.
this was first designed for the much thinner ambulances. The European style ambulances are much thinner compared to this big old box Bertha. So that's one of the reasons it can feel really tight, or they just don't leave you enough room, because theoretically that is the case.
No one will notice that.
I bumped into that because my controller turned off. I gotta replace my batteries. Be right back, chat.
Not lost, are we? Let's go.
That's hilarious. We're back. Nobody panic. My batteries turned off, so the ambulance just went slowly and just bumped the car. I'm a bad driver, but I'm not that bad of a driver. If I'm gonna hit a car, I'm gonna move that car. I'm not just gonna lightly tap it. What a waste of time. Excuse me.
Hey, keep your eyes open.
It's fine. It's fine. Glad you're back. Glad to be back. Oh, I almost ran over the... Oh, my God. Nothing. I mean, nothing happened. Damn, that's a nice car. What a shame. What a shame. Can you tell me what happened? Look at... I love it. Look at his lip quivering, chat. How cool is that?
I didn't see the bike
He's
at all.
genuinely
It came out of
terrified.
nowhere. Oh my God. I hit it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You slammed into this guy.
I think they hit their head pretty bad when they landed.
Yeah, I bet they did. I'd be scared too, bro. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Beaver, lock this man up. That's a sick hairdo, actually. Okay, here we go. Let's talk to you.
It's to the core of my body.
It's good legal
I
advice.
have a really dark
What hurts?
bruise.
Everything. I have a really dark bruise. I think you got more than a dark bruise, my friend.
I was in such a hurry. I didn't see the car coming at all.
Do you suffer from any current illnesses?
No chronic
No.
problems.
Not at all.
Nothing prescribed. Just some headache pills.
Do you have access to the full game? I do. I do have access to the full game. Please stay calm. You'll be fine.
That feels better.
Unless you upset me. All right. Helmet, no. Phone, we can scan. No more evidence. This is wallet. Good lord. He got hit so hard everything came out of his pocket. Okay, that's it. Interesting. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and get the stretcher. Lumen, nanite, metahuman. Yeah. Unreal Engine 5 really let the team get a little nutty with some of the stuff that they could add. It's pretty damn cool. Flip-flops. That's so California. He's wearing flip-flops on his bike. No wonder he got hit by a car. What a legend. What a legend. All right. Let's do it, chat. So we're going to start off with vitals. We'll do blood oximeter. He's got blood pretty much everywhere, chat. This guy's not in good... He's not in good shape. Let's do... Actually, before I do that, I am going to bandage. Actually, let's do stethoscope because I'll take his shirt off. And now we can see what we can bandage, what we can't bandage. Okay. I can't tell. Let me switch to the other side. You know what I'll do is I'll start to bandage and then I'll stop if I see a cut. Let's do torso because he definitely has a gash in the torso. Oh, Simon. So it's on here now too. That line. That's cool. Okay, so there's that. Because we're dealing with blood, there's already blood on the gloves, which makes sense. Okay, and now we're gonna do... There was blood elsewhere. Wasn't it one of his arms? No? I guess he's okay. Okay, we're gonna put a cuff on this arm. Yeah, looks like we're clear there. Okay, his BP's low. That's probably because he was losing blood. Yeah, he's not looking good, chat. He's not. He's got some issues. So if we say that venous bleeding is the main diagnosis to take care of, it doesn't cover the hematoma, which we know that. That's just, you know, that's not related, but you know, it doesn't help. It doesn't also cover having hypernia. He has a lot of hematomas actually. Wait, what? So he has a cracking sound, which means his ribs probably broken. That's crazy. And so as far as treatments are concerned, we checked his head and we calmed the patient. We've done ambulance treatment. There's no complications to list. I think we're as good as we can be. Like, I could maybe give him... I don't even need to give him oxygen. I think he's good, chat. I think we're just going to go. I think we've done as much as we can. I'll be honest. Is there coming a demo for PS5 and Xbox? Probably not. The reason is because this demo was... I mentioned it before, but it was pretty impromptu. Like, it was kind of on the fly that we decided to do this demo. So when we approached Sony and Microsoft, it wasn't ready enough to pass their very detailed certification program to be able to put it onto the systems. And by the time we took the work it would take to make the demo console compatible, the game's basically right around the corner at that point. So I don't know if it makes sense to do a demo. It sucks. We would love to. But I think right now we're gonna do what we can with this. Let streamers make all the videos that they want so people can get their fill of what the demo looks like. And besides that, just focus on the game, getting the game out for everybody so that you can enjoy it as quickly as possible. You know, that's the focus. Can I do this? Why are you turning? Let me turn. Me important, not you. Yeah. Should I flip the ambulance, chat? I'm gonna flip the ambulance, chat. Hold on. I want to get rid of this guy first. I'm not gonna flip it with him. I'm not a psychopath, but
Let me see.
he still got the damn flip-flops on. That kills me. That kills me. Crazy. Okay, we got an S on him too. Hell yeah. So I got a 1200 patient score, but then we upped the difficulty, so we got even more experience. All right, Danny, you're all set. Now we're gonna flip the car. Let's go flip it, chat. Don't flip the ambulance. Oh, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna flip it, chat. This ambulance is getting flipped. I gotta hit a good curb though. I gotta get some speed is what I need to do. So let's go. Excuse me. Need more. Nope. Nope. Excuse me. Okay. I need a straightaway. This is about as straight as I'm gonna get. So we're gonna go this.
Just a small bump.
Just a
Should be
small.
fine.
We're gonna flip it, chat.
This is dispatch to ambulance 152. Priority response needed. 152. You have a new call out. We have received a report about a person in need of
Yeah, no. Almost. I almost got it.
The individual is reported
Look at the skid marks. Look at the skid marks. That's awesome.
Transmitting location. Make haste. Over.
Make haste. Damn, that was a good slide though. Look at the skid marks. That's awesome. Okay, we're not gonna be able to flip it right now. It's crazy. This is the most anti-Troy game I've ever seen. It was a lot more bouncy in the past. That's true. I had no problems flipping it when I was making my first videos for socials. That's for sure. For sure. Muscoozy. Muscoozy. Look at how the red light reflects off the buildings.
Check the map.
I'm not lost. I'm just taking the scenic route. All right, Angela? Chill.
No one will notice that.
Excuse me. Oh, no. We're fine. It's fine. Nothing to see here. We're good. We're good. We're going to take a shortcut. Nothing to see here, chat. Chill. 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 Stay cool. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Eyes open.
Stay cool. Stay cool, chat. Stay cool, chat. Snitches get stitches, okay? Chill. Oh, no! All right, guys, have a good... Reload. How can you reload the ambulance? So it's in the settings. I'll show you in one quick sec. As soon as we load.
You're needed for an urgent call. Confirm receipt. Over.
Okay.
Reported to
So
experience severe anxiety attacks.
if you go into the settings here, it's under reset player. If you're in the ambulance, it'll reset the ambulance. If not, I would definitely hire you as my ambulance driving partner. So no, the ambulance doesn't get damaged, but other people are. Correct. Boing. Boing. I think somebody should step on that. Ma'am? Sir? I can't tell. Oh, hi. Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. I'm very important. Excuse me. Excuse me. What's on the other side of the hospital? All right, we're gonna zoom around. Thread the needle. Thread the needle.
Just a small bump. Should be fine.
I can hear the glass shattering on the cars.
Are you lost?
Oh wait. Oh no. I have the hospital selected. That's why I'm like, it's on the other side of the hospital. It's not. It's not. Sorry, we're not that far anyway. I don't want to be a patient in your ambulance. Oh, means are come now. I make my own patients.
Keep your eyes open.
Doesn't that make me a really good paramedic? If I make my own patient, I know exactly how to treat them. Oh my god. I gotta restart the game because I'm on the wrong monitor and I can't switch it. Hold on a sec. It's gonna annoy me. I want it on my really nice monitor. So anyway, chat, how are you? Loading in. You are very fast at the scene. True. I'm the first one there. If I create the problem, I become the solution. What is Troy doing? Making the game crash? No, the game actually didn't crash. I exited it. It went from when I reloaded the save, it went from this monitor to that monitor, and that monitor is not nearly as nice as my primary monitor. So I actively went to go change it. Okay. Here we go again. Sorry, Angela, we're going. You're gonna have to improvise. She teleports in there, by the way. You can see her inside. Oh, she's not inside. Oh well, bye, Angela. We out. This is my favorite shortcut so far. This is the one that I showcased on the video on stream. Not on stream, but on socials.
This is dispatch to ambulance 152. Priority for ambulance 152. You have a new call out. A residential building is on fire and has been reported. There might be more than one person in the building. Be prepared for smoke inhalation and burn victims.
Okay, so now we're going to go to the same smoke call out, and you're going to see how different it is than the first time I was there. Remember, I only had 2 patients before, and there were no first responders available to speak to. Let's see if that is different this time.
No one will notice that.
No one will notice that. Easy peasy.
Hey, keep your eyes open.
Man, these hills are so hard to get up. Sometimes you can feel the car getting really sluggish. Oh, wait. I want to go further up. One more. When you're going uphill, you can feel it slowing down. It feels crazy. That was nuts, but poor Angela. Oh, this is going to be difficult because, like, I want to be right there.
No one will notice.
I'm going to improvise, chat. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Okay, let's do it this way. Because I want easy access to be able to just leave. Because I'm going to have to turn right back to the left over here anyway. Okay, so now we do have a first responder available. Can you tell me what happened?
I saw nothing like that.
Cool, sick, useless. Thank you. All right, so we're here. We've got... looks like one. There's probably one up there. Yeah, 2. Okay, so it's still 2, but they're in different positions, and we have lots of people to talk to.
Pain in my right thigh.
We're going to zoom through these.
My skin feels like it's on fire.
Is Troy asleep behind the wheel? Nah, I don't know, man. I think I think I'm too active behind the wheel, if anything. The police dude didn't really just say that. Yeah, he did, Simon. I don't know anything about that. I'm just here to get so I don't get fined.
Of course, but I know I can't let
Brighton
the others
police
die.
would never. Am I right, chat?
No.
He just wants donuts. True. So I have to discharge patients from the ambo when multiple. I can only treat one. So the way it works is, Beaver, is there are sometimes you can do first aid on people, whether they have, like, you know, something that can be bandaged, or maybe they were in an accident, they need a neck brace. But for the most part, you decide which patient you would like to take. whether that's the easiest one or maybe the most complicated one, which you do get more experience for dealing with the most complicated ones. But you pick one, and then other ambulances, it's theorized that they come and get it. It's the same as like the semis. When you call the tow on the semis, you know they're going to get towed, but you don't physically see it happening. So your priority is the patient that you decide to pick up. Hemorrhagic emergency. This is probably the person I'm going to take, just because hemorrhagic emergency is pretty emergent.
I didn't see anything. Sorry, I can't help you.
He's terrified, but he didn't see it. Look at the eyes darting back. That's crazy detail, chat. I mean, it's not applicable to the situation, unfortunately. He's kind of clueless, but
I didn't see anything. Sorry, I can't help you.
everyone's so useless.
Stomach? I'm just in a lot of pain.
I don't know, actually. This guy looks pretty bad, too. Which one do I
My
take,
skin
chat?
still feels like it's in the flames.
If I
My
make a
skin
problem,
feels
I
like
am
it's
the
still in the
solution. It's
flames.
true. It's true, Vince. Right?
I don't know how the fire started, but when I noticed the flames, I started to look if there were other people in the building.
The guy looks pretty rough, Smoker. I'm going to agree with you. That's a pretty bad burn.
I haven't had any chronic illnesses.
I love how annoyed he is at that. Like, sorry, bro. I'm just trying to save your life. Chill.
No, I haven't taken any medicine.
Dude, that was very polite. I'm going to try and calm him down.
That feels better.
And then I'm going to rile him up by asking him, you know that running into a burning building is life-threatening, you lunatic, right?
I know, but I can't let the others die.
I mean, she might die anyway, brother. I don't know if you really helped the situation, I'll be real. Respiratory distress. I don't know, actually, Smoker. He doesn't seem to be in as much pain. Let's see, though. Let's see. He's got 2 cuts. She had 2 cuts. He has a pretty nasty burn, though. So I'm assuming that that's a laceration underneath his pants, but we can't see it yet until we actually get there. Now let's double check. Now it changed. So before I actually physically observed him, we thought it was just respiratory distress based on the call and based on what he's told us. But now that we've actually looked at him, he also has venous bleeding. All right, Smoker, I think you're right. I think we're going to take this guy. Let me go triage tag this lass over here. So we're going to do, she is red for sure. So she needs to be taken care of, but he is also red. So we're going to take him. Okay. So for those who don't know, there's one triage tag that's missing. This is like an old triage system. The newer one, which is what the UN uses, I believe, or maybe it's the WHO. I think it's the UN. There's a blue tag. But in ours, we've got green, yellow, red, black. Black means they have already deceased. There's nothing that you can do, or they are so incredibly fatal that nothing you can even do even matters. They are imminently going to die. There's nothing that can intervene to save their life. Red means they are in critical condition and need immediate assistance. And yellow is they are definitely in some capacity injured or in need of care, but it's not as emergent as red. And then green is they may be injured or not injured at all, but if they are injured, it's extremely minimal to the point where like they don't even need attention. They're okay. They're going to be fine. Maybe it's a panic attack. They're just going to have to chill compared to this guy who's missing a limb, etc. So that's essentially what the tags mean. It matters a lot more when you are in your actual triage mode during a catastrophic event. That is much more relevant because you are finding patients in those scenarios that you have to decide on the fly, what is this person going to do? Are they going to live or die? You have to make that decision. Why not make it so that if you can't take other patients, you can call for a colleague to pick her up? It's a good idea. I think it just, there wasn't enough time to add that into the game. But it makes sense. It makes sense, Assassins. So it's something that we will consider after release because the priority right now is getting the game out. But it's a great idea. Oh, man, that burn looks nasty, chat. That's a gnarly looking arm. I'm going to do this so I can get his shirt off. No weird noises, so that's nice. I'm going to do bandage first. I'm going to do upper arm. I mean, I probably don't. It's, you know, it's a slight burn. Probably don't have to do it, but I'm going to anyway. Clean dressing is always nice. Clean dressing is always nice, chat. I just took the guy who had burns. Everyone else had breathing. Told him to calm down and it helped them. Yeah, that helps. That helps. I've noticed most of the time I can do first aid to somebody who, for example, was hit by a car. That one's a little easier. Oh, wait. No, I don't want to do. I want to do lower arm. There we go. So for example, if somebody was on a bicycle and they were hit by a car, I can usually do a tourniquet if there's bleeding, a bandage if there's a problem, or a neck brace for sure to stabilize the spine. One thing that is relevant in that situation as well, I'm going to flip to the other side here. His lower leg definitely needs it. I haven't attached all the other vital tools yet because, like, I want to take care of this first. Part of the reason was because I couldn't blood pressure cuff on his arm because they're all destroyed. They all need assistance first. Focusing. Nailed it. First try. Perfect. Can you do a major accident on stream? I can't choose it. It's whatever the game gives me. Damn. Every part of his arms had to be taken care of. That's crazy, actually. This guy really did run into the building to try and save people. Homie, you gotta chill.
I'm beginning to get a headache.
Oh, yeah?
I'm dizzy.
Yeah, his blood pressure must be low. But bandaging him is gonna help with the blood pressure, so that's gonna help. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. My friend needs some fluids, so we're gonna get him some fluids, shall we, chat? Acceptable. Oh, sorry, no trigger warning. No trigger warning for that, chat. Sorry. We're gonna give him some saline. I'm gonna turn the temperature up just slightly as well, get him back to normal temps. Okay, I think that's as much as we can do, unless like we literally intubate him. I think we're as good as we can.
Don't delay transport. Let's go.
Let me check really quickly. Still hemorrhagic emergency, so we're still on the right path, chat. We're still on the right path. Okay, so we're gonna go to a hospital. Vroom vroom, out of the way! So you have to give him more blood. Oh my God! Oh my God! We're fine, chat. We're fine. It's fine. What the what just happened? I turned away for 1 second to read chat and all hell just broke loose. We're fine though. I can't believe the patient's still alive. I can't believe that didn't directly affect him. That's crazy. All right, we're going a little too fast. All right. Okay, we're going a little too fast. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Chat, relax. You're freaking me out, all right? Stop.
Please drive more carefully.
I don't care. I don't care about that. I need to get this man out of my bus. I need to get him out of my bus. I need him gone before I kill him. I don't care about the stop sign. I told you, Simon, I hit that stop sign every single time. S! We got an S, chat! Nobody can stop me. I can't be stopped. Nobody can ever say I'm a bad driver. I got an S rating. Told you, chat. I told you, chat.
Ambulance 152, high priority dispatch acknowledged.
We're good. Car accident. All right. I'm going to not put the GPS on and see how long it takes me to get there.
We've received reports of an accident involving a car and a bicycle. One person is in need of immediate medical assistance.
All right. So one person's in need of assistance.
Transmitting the location now. Hurry up. Over.
Don't tell me to hurry up. My name's not over. Oh, oh. Yeah, we're going a little fast. What happened last time I was going fast? I don't remember. I blacked out. Is S the highest you can get, or is the rank higher? No, S is the best. It actually originates from Japanese grading, I believe. I forget what it stands for. It's like super or something like that. Like it's the highest level you can get. So it goes S, A, B, C, D, F. No E.
Are you lost? Check them
I've gotten D's. I've gotten D's plenty of times. But hey, chat, you know what? C's and D's get degrees, okay? All that matters is that you pass. Okay, all right. Look at these leggings. What a legend. Oh, I just walked on him. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You're fine. It's okay. Water bottle, nothing relevant. Wallet, nothing relevant. No cell phone this time, I see. Okay, what happened here, ma'am? Can you tell me what you did?
I was driving onto the road and suddenly there was this crash. Is this my fault? I hope they are okay.
Yeah, it looks like your fault. Looks like the man was literally in a crosswalk.
I hope it wasn't too bad. Maybe they are just in shock.
You were asking me that, Smoker, before you almost got me killed.
My head hurts.
Before you almost tried to kill my patient by simply asking me a question. There's no blood transfusions, I don't think. Although, Undot, that would be something interesting, wouldn't it? Having to know blood types and stuff. Simon, is that something that paramedics actually do in the field? Would you ever administer blood? I feel like that's only for a hospital because that has to stay refrigerated. You suffer from any issues?
No chronic problems.
You recently see any prescription changes?
Didn't take any meds.
Arm, doesn't it, chat? He's not holding his chest, despite the fact that he is bleeding in his chest area. Let's see what we actually got here. I can't hear very clearly.
I feel like the room starts spinning.
Yeah, you're getting dizzy, my dude. Okay, we're gonna do torso. Oops. The other torso. Man has some ugly feet, I'll tell you that, though. The game was too pretty, the graphics card died? Patients do have blood pooling, but only certain amounts leaking out of it. No way to refill. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, we can do... I feel like he's still holding his arm. I'm gonna try. No, he's not. Okay. All right, I just want to be sure. I didn't want to cover it if there was a wound to actually treat first. I saved a life. I'm impressed. Beaver, we're so proud of you. Yay! Woo! Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Is her lips getting purple? Or is that just his pigmentation? I think his lips are getting purple, chat. That's a little concerning. Let's get in some oxygen just in case. I mean, his O2 levels are fine. Hemorrhagic emergency. I took care of that. Venous bleeding and he's got internal bleeding. That's why he's holding his chest. Okay. Nothing to do with the legs. I think I am gonna do... Let's do some saline. Oh, wait. No. No. I can't cancel. Yes. I didn't see his forearm has a cut on it. or really like an abrasion of some kind. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoomed successfully. At least I don't have to turn on heating when I play the demo here. It's true. It's true. Right before you start the mini game, Smoker, you can back out. I'll show you. So let's say I'm going to apply it to, I'm not going to take this man's port, when I take his poor pants off for no reason. So if I select it, right? So I'm getting ready to prep the needle. Oh, look, laceration. Look at that, chat. He's got another laceration. So when I'm here, I can hit the cancel button and stop. I am going to have to take his pants off now because I am going to give him some saline. And both of his forearms are now covered in bandages. So I'm going to have to do one of his legs. This will help with blood pressure too. I don't necessarily have to start a vascular access. Let's wait a second and see. Actually, I think it just dropped, didn't it? Yeah, homeboy's, he's deteriorating. He is deteriorating, chat. Oh, he's getting cold. He's getting blue and he's sweating, chat. Okay. He is tachycardic. Okay, so we are going to... Yeah, look, he's passed out, dude. Okay, we are going to actually vent him. Just in case. Those bloody hands, I know. I'm going to vent him with his mouth closed. That's normal. Let's go right through the mouth and the nose. That's perfect. Love that. Okay, so we did vascular access. Let's do saline.
Here. Hospital, now.
We are not done, Angela. This man is dying. Don't you die on me, you son of a bitch. All right, so we're gonna do I guess I could do lorazepam, but I don't know if it's gonna do anything. That's 178. It's a pretty high heart rate. Okay, we're getting the hell out of here now. It's starting to help. I think it is actually helping. Okay, again, I'm not going to use GPS. I'm going to find my way there. Whoops, sorry. I don't care. It's fine, Angela. It's fine. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to cross the median here. 163. He is dropping, chat. I might have actually saved this man's life. We're going to take a shortcut. Okay, the hospital is in the middle of the district, so it's going to be over here. That's not the correct ambulance, I don't think, is it? I mean, hospital? Stay out of my... Do not jump in traffic. I've done everything to save this man's life. Look at that, chat. 140 BPM. We might have actually done it. We might have actually succeeded. Look, it's yellow. Chat, I think I saved this man's life. I'm going to cross the median. I'm not going to wait. We are going to make this. Oh, God. I almost hit those sideways. It's fine, though. We're good. There's the hospital. I see it. I see it, cat. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Our patient doesn't like that at all.
Okay. Well, he can chill because I've saved this man's life. We're going to go in backwards, by the way. We're not going to go around. This man can't wait. Man can't wait. We're going in backwards, chat. Damn, I think I did real good on that one, chat. Round of applause for me. Beaver tries to treat patient. Troy screams at patient and prays for their health. I mean, hey. An A? Okay. I'm going to be real. I think I just got robbed. That's actually crazy. What did I miss? Cold body. I mean, I caused that because I waited long. I think realistically it's just because I just waited too long. Yeah, he was getting gray skin. His skin was wet. You could see the sweat beads, which is crazy. Feels nauseous. Tachycardic. I took care of that. Yeah, I think realistically is that I just took too long. I shouldn't have wasted so much time with trying to bandage every single thing. Although I did find that pretty deep laceration a little too late. I couldn't just ignore that. I mean, I guess I could have technically, and my score might have gone up, but like, a man's life's at stake, chat. All right, we are reaching the end of the demo. I think this is going to be the last call we get. We got one extra call because I backed out. Oh, no, okay. One more normal call and then one catastrophic call. Excuse me. I slammed into every single car in that lane. From. Stay there. Do not jump in front of me. Thank you. Thank you kindly. What does A mean? So S is the highest score you can get. So the progression system is essentially, it's graded on a number of factors when it comes to your patients and how well you treat them. So for example, how quickly you responded to the initial call out. Then it takes into account how thorough you were in your anamnesis and diagnosis of the patient. So you asked them all the right questions, you observed all the right body parts, you were quick and efficient in how you did it. Then with your diagnosis, it was accurate based on your observations and your own knowledge. It made sense and it was the right diagnosis. Your treatment was quick, efficient, and made sense. And then lastly, let me see if I can back in before these people cross. Nope, gotta wait. Excuse me. And then finally, how quick and efficient you were in transporting to the hospital. So all of those are a formula that comes up with an actual grade and also takes into account how difficult a situation or a patient was. And if there's multiple patients, they're all counted. Even though you only take one with you to treat, they still all matter. So if you were asking the right questions, you performed anamnesis, you maybe did some first aid on the scene, like a bandage or a neck brace, all of that is factored in. And then all the grades for all those patients on that specific call out, you're then graded on. It's the final result. Okay, so coffee. Look at the detail in the coffee, chat. Like, it's literally spilled in a pattern. And it's still wet. You can still see it wet. That's awesome. Okay. I'm going to make a guess here, chat. So this is an office. She just got laid off at a tech firm. That's very San Francisco, if I'm honest. And she's having a panic attack because she was let go. Watch.
Will my colleague be okay?
Okay, so we know they're colleagues, so we know this is work.
He started to panic right after we finished work. I wonder if it's related to their divorce.
I wonder.
They are declining all help.
Well, they're going to get help whether they like it or not. That sounded bad.
My head hurts.
There's the pronoun bug. So it said he, but this is very clearly a woman.
Can you help me? I'm having trouble understanding all of this.
I can try.
I can stay here. I have so much unfinished work.
You have a box of belongings. I don't think you have any work to do here, ma'am. I'm going to be real.
I'm not a lunatic, if that's what you're asking.
It's not what I'm asking.
Oh, I didn't take any meds.
Calm her down.
I'm starting to feel better.
Has anything like this happened to you before?
I've never experienced this before. Am I broken?
That's such a good delivery of that line. The panic. Am I broken? That's such a cool delivery. That's really great. I mean, I feel bad, but like, voice actress did a great job. Okay, so this covers everything except for looks confused. So neuropsychiatric, because she just doesn't know what's going on, might have had a divorce, stressed out about work, and extreme stress is like, you know, this whole formula right here is really interesting because of all the symptoms that we've asked about and we've observed ourselves, it comes up with a complicated little formula. Well, you know, it could be respiratory distress, or it could be substance interaction because we did scan the cup, but it's most likely going to be neuropsychiatric. And then from there, There's a whole bunch of other things that it could be, but extreme stress is the most likely. It doesn't always mean that it is the correct diagnosis, because while you're treating, you could find something that you didn't observe before, like maybe a cut on the arm, or maybe like dilated pupils. It could be, you know, something else is in a factor that you didn't immediately notice. So the other numbers are pretty darn low, though. It's very likely neuropsychiatric with extreme stress. That's the most likely interim diagnosis, but it can change on the fly as you get new information. Okay, so we're gonna hop right in and do immediate vitals. We're not gonna wait on vitals this time because she doesn't have any visible injuries, so there shouldn't be any risk at putting blood pressure cuff on right away. And although her O2 levels are fantastic, I am gonna do an oxygen mask just because it's probably gonna make her feel better, just in case something does stuff. I mean, she's a little tachycardic, but we'll see.
Heart rate approaching normal levels.
Yeah, she's gonna be okay. I am going to turn the air up a little bit because we did take her shirt off, so it might get a little cold. And her temperature is already slightly low anyway. So just in case, crank it a little bit. I think that's about as much as we can do. The only thing we could really do other than this is maybe lorazepam. I am going to do it just for the sake of it. I mean, her heart rate is lowering a little bit. It went up slightly. But 111 is still high. Lorazepam. And this should help her heart rate. Might cause something else to go wrong, but we're going to go ahead and stick with that. We're going to go zoom. I'm going to do one last check to make sure that my diagnosis is still covered. Now she's having a cardiac emergency. I'm going to go ahead and set. Yeah. I don't know if this really applies. I mean, it does cover the hypotension and tachycardia. We're going to see how they grade me on this because my original diagnosis is still accurate. The tachycardia didn't happen until I got her into the ambulance, which could just be like she's just panicked. So we are going to go ahead and proceed to transport to the hospital and see where we go from there.
Do we have some chocolate?
Okay, this is awesome. So now I only have a few seconds to do. I'm going to give her saline solution.
I'll handle it.
This is what I wanted to trigger yesterday and it didn't work. So that is awesome because while you're driving, are given the decision to pick one, in that case, one of 3 options that your NPC partner will do while you continue driving. Hey, this is happening. Their blood pressure's dropping. What do you want me to do? And so I recommended saline solution. Maybe that'll help regulate a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to hustle as best as I can to get to the hospital. I'm going to take a crazy little shortcut here. What am I stuck on? Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, we're gonna reset player. Now I can show you how this works. I'm stuck on the debris. Perfect. Flawless recovery, chat. But there you go, Smoker. That's what it looks like when you use the reset player. Oh, it's a tight turn. Hey, I didn't take the sign out that time, Simon. Okay, that should be the last call out, and then we'll get the final actual call out that we can't do at the end of the demo here. But there you go, chat. Let's see what the grade was. An A. Okay, let me see if it'll tell me why. There you go. So it does. So the cardiac emergency and shock were wrong. So it was, this is what I suspected, and it's what I said was the neuropsychiatric and extreme stress was the primary cause. The tachycardia only happened once I got her into the ambulance. The original cause was still neuropsychiatric and extreme stress. So because the diagnosis was incorrect, it was misleading, and I took the bait, basically, I only got an A rating instead of possibly an S. So that gives you an indicator of like every single thing matters and all of your choices matter. Okay, this should be it, chat. I can't wait to see what this looks like with the updated graphics. Here, I'm gonna turn it up.
Dispatch to ambulance 152, come in. Over. Alarm for
Ambulance
ambulance
152 here.
152.
Go
You have a
ahead.
new call out. Received a report of a major incident, possible highway bridge collapse causing traffic accidents. Situation unclear, but we're on high alert. Need you at the scene ASAP to assess and report on casualties. Additional units en route. Stay tuned for updates. Over.
Understood. Heading to the scene. Ambulance 152 out.
So now we are heading to a catastrophic event. So dispatch said we don't know exactly what happened, but it sounds like there's reports of a freeway that has collapsed. You're going to be the first on scene.
Just a small bump. Should be fine.
Sorry guys, I can't make it. I flipped my vehicle.
Are you lost? Check the map.
And here we are. Before I get too close and it starts the cutscene, you can see some of the details here. So if you try to enter from any other direction, it's blockaded off. This is the only entrance you can come in at, and that's also because like there's a cutscene that it follows through on. But you can see in the background there, that tubing, that's what normally was the freeway. The freeway has collapsed. And as a result, there's something going on that has caused that collapse, and we don't quite know what it is yet. I can tell you what it is, and it's a gas station that exploded. So you can see the gas station down here. So this is the scene that you're walking up to. There you go. So normally what you would do, because the demo cuts you off, it's a little bit of a tease. We know it was done on purpose, but essentially what happens now is a triage timer starts. And I'm going to turn it down now because it's just the music until we leave. The triage timer essentially gives you 4 or 9 minutes. I think maybe it's 5 or 10 minutes. I forget. And you have that amount of time to find as many patients as possible and give them triage tags. So you have to triage everybody. You go like, okay, this person's green, they're just scared, get out of here. This person's red, they're critical. This person's already dead, they're literally missing half their body. It's very brutal, and it's really cool. Like it's really sick. Actual art task: create corpses. Literally, yeah. There's piles of body bags by the time you're done. So what happens is this is where we suspend reality quite a bit, where a paramedic would almost never do this. You would never be the one running into a burning building or a catastrophic event such as this. But this is where we wanted the player to be able to do that, because it makes it a lot more engaging, a lot more fun, and very exciting for a game like this, and really lets us up the blood and gore factor. It is quite brutal. It's quite grotesque. It's very impressive, to the point where I mean, not only just modeling some of the lacerations and burns, but like this specific stuff, like parts of the team were like, I need to develop a very strong stomach to be able to do this. Some people had to step away sometimes. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Once you're done triaging, or the timer runs out, whichever one comes first, you then transition just outside of the event that's now been quelled, it's been handled, first responders have taken care of any fires or anything like that. And now there's a makeshift hospital in the area of the catastrophic event where you are now responsible for 5 patients. And you have to decide how to treat every one of them. Then you end up picking one of them to take to the hospital. And that's the end of a catastrophic event. But that's essentially how it plays through. Got to look at underwear a lot. That's fair. But there you go, chat. That is Ambulance Life, a Paramedic Simulator. This was a really fun stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please, if you haven't already, please wishlist the game. If you are at all fascinated by what this is going to entail, you are more than welcome to pre-order the game today. There are 2 editions on every single platform that the game will be available on, which of course is Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S/X. The 2 editions are the standard edition, which is the normal game, base game, You'll get several districts. You have a ton of unlocks to take care of, and 15 base archetypes of callouts. You also have the option of upgrading to either the deluxe edition or the supporter edition. Supporter edition is on Steam, deluxe edition is on consoles. They are the same product though. And you get additional sirens just for pre-ordering, but you also get 15 additional sirens in the deluxe edition, supporter edition. You get some extra cosmetic skins for your character and for your ambulances. You get extra in-game content in the form of more catastrophic events, other scenarios, tools, all this other stuff that you'll be able to add on as well. And some more stuff too. I think one of the really cool things is actually having the in-game guide is really sick because of the extra content that's added to it. Some of our medical advisors had some really cool stories to add into it. And yeah, it just made it really personal. It's really well done. Really put together. Tom the Ginger, welcome in. Any frame on console releases? You're very welcome, Tom. So for console releases, it's going to be simultaneous release. Unless something explodes and something happens where we have to delay one because something has to be fixed on it, the consoles and PC are going to be releasing on the same time, which is February 6th, 2025. And yeah, chat, we're so excited. I don't know how long the demo is going to be going for. So if you have a PC that's able to play the game, I highly recommend trying the demo out. It's a lot of fun. It has tons of replayability in it. Every call, even though it's the same 3 archetype of callouts, they feel different every single time. And yeah, we can't wait to show you some more. As soon as we have some more information show, whether it's on catastrophic events or what the cosmetics look like or the 3 different ambulances, this is all content that we're looking into adding. But definitely join their Discord. Our Discord is the best place to get all of the news first. If you're ever interested in like, hey, what's happening? You'll find out what's happening in Discord first before we put it on all the other socials. So you get an inside track of what's going on, not only for Ambulance Life, but for all of our games. We've got Windstorm, The Legend of Kimori, which is an open world exploration game. You're a courier in 13th century Mongolia, and your connection with the horses that you train and breed are pivotal in the success of building out that mission and discovering what the Legend of Kimori really is. We also have yeah, we've got some pretty cool stuff coming for Police Simulator down the road too. We'll talk a lot more about that. Astragon has some plans for you guys, so we'll talk more about that when the time comes. But yeah, stay tuned in Discord. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Bye, Vince. Have a good night. I know it's very late for you. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. I appreciate you. I will be back here, even though vacation is starting for everybody in the studio. I will be here next Friday and every Friday, unless I'm sick and physically can't do it. But noon Pacific time and 9 p.m. Central European time right here. See you guys later. Bye.